Hey, what's up, guys? Trent again. So, this video, I want to talk to you a little bit about being an entrepreneur versus being an employee. And I think it's really important that people step back and actually see and analyze, if you will, what side they fit on. Because there's a lot of people I've seen a lot of people, I should say, that really want to be entrepreneurs, that are entrepreneurs, and there's a lot of people that feel like they should be employees or they want the simple thing, but it's ingrained in them, it's innate in them. They should be trying to start their own business. And my goal is not really to tell anybody like what to do. Hey, what's up, T? But I really want to help people understand the difference. And the biggest thing that I look at when I say, do you want to be an entrepreneur or an employee, comes to the point of the level of accountability you're willing to accept and the level of commitment you're willing to put into things. Hey, Ed, thanks for joining. What I mean by that is, hey, what's up, bud? As an entrepreneur, one of the things that a lot of people don't realize until they get into it, and sometimes they feel like, man, I must be doing something wrong, or it must not be going right for me because everyone else's life seems so easy. And that is that an entrepreneur, your life doesn't stop at 5 o'clock, and your job doesn't stop at 5 o'clock when everyone else goes home. If you're an entrepreneur, you are your business. So that means you have to live it, you have to breathe it, you have to be able to be passionate about what you're doing and enjoy what you're doing enough that you're able to take it home with you and work at 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock, sometimes till 10, 11, 1, 2 in the morning. It really is about being able to take what you love or to be able to accept the grind that goes with it as an entrepreneur. On the other side, as an employee, there's some people that go out and they're trying to be entrepreneurs when in actuality, you just might be a really, really amazing, fantastic employee and you're not an entrepreneur. And it's something that people have to be self-aware and recognize. Because if you think about it, for an employee, it's a completely different perspective. You may have just as much work and just as much accountability when you're at the office. But in general, most employees, when you go home, 9 to 5, you're able to turn it off. You're able to go home and say, hey, this is my break time. This is whatever. This is my downtime. I forget about work when I go home. It's only family. It's only my kids. It's my extracurricular activities. It's all of the above, right? As an entrepreneur, especially early on, when you have a business you're starting, you just don't get that privilege. You don't really get the privilege of going home and saying, hey, guess what? It's 8 o'clock at night. I want to go watch my TV show. And even a lot of times you can be years into it, and there's just times that require you to step up, and go above and beyond your normal, whatever your daily routine or role is. And as an entrepreneur, you just have to do it. You're the business owner, so you're the one that has to bite the bullet. When you're the employee, you're paid 9 to 5. If you're hourly, you're only paid the hours there, and most time on salary, there's the argument a lot of salary people may end up working 45, 50 hours a week, but still there's a limit. There's a point in time where you're able to shut off and you get your life back. As an entrepreneur, you have to understand that you don't get your life back. You at all times, everything starts and ends with you. So if you're the kind of person who is super self-motivated, you want the buck to fall in your lap. You want everything to start and end with you. You want everything to be just about you, and it's all your responsibility. If you fail, it's your fault. If you succeed, it's your win. If that's you, then you probably are a natural-born entrepreneur. If you're working at a 9 to 5 and you're a natural entrepreneur, then I would challenge you to find what you're passionate about and start doing that on the side until you can build it to a point of generating revenue and replacing your normal 9 to 5 income. On the flip side, though, if you're an entrepreneur and you're like, man, I'm just really tired of the grind, or I'm really tired of this, then honestly, I'm not telling anybody to quit. But I am reminding you that like the struggle at times is real for entrepreneurs, and it is it's very important for you to be self-aware enough to look at your own self and say, look, I can't do these 50, 60, 80, 90, sometimes 100-hour weeks that entrepreneurs do. I mean, you got to realize I've had nights, and it doesn't happen often, but I've had nights, my wife could tell you, where I'll work all day and then I work till 2, 3 in the morning. and it can be multiple nights in a row. It happens, but that's part of it's my business. So if there's things that have to get done, I can't pass the buck to somebody else. I own the company. It's on me. Versus if I was an employee and I'm working for someone else, I can say, you know what? Look, I've done all I can do. It's past like a reasonable time. I'm just going to bed. We'll deal with it tomorrow. We'll deal with what we can do. And I think that's the biggest thing is, hey Cheryl, long time no see. I think that's the biggest thing to understand is as an entrepreneur and employee, the difference lies in the fact of whether or not you are able to take the onus on yourself and you enjoy or embrace carrying the burden of everything lives or dies, fails or wins with you, or if you still are able to embrace the job and work hard, but as an employee, it's not on you where the company lives and dies. Hey Jason, welcome, bud. As an employee, what I was saying is it's not on you if the company lives or dies. You're able to be there, you put in your time, but you're still able to a degree. Like I said, salary obviously sometimes is a little different, but you're still able to a degree to put on the ability to kind of punch the clock and get out. So, Jason, what do you mean both, bud? But as an entrepreneur, you don't have that ability to punch a clock and just be done. You don't. So as an entrepreneur, you have to be willing to do literally whatever it takes. And I think that's the biggest difference that I want people to, when you're starting a business or you're trying to grow a business or you're even trying to scale a business that you've already had or that you have or considering leaving your 9-to-5 job and going out on your own. One of the things that I really want people to understand is you have to be able to commit to being all in. If you can't be all in, and all in may mean, look, no more going out because you need the money, no more watching Netflix because you need the time on social media or yeah, I see what you're saying, Jason. You're doing both. Yeah. No more time on social media because you need to be putting the time in. And like Jason said, talking about being employed and he has his own business. Now see, I don't know, I can't remember where you're employed, but as his own business, right? So that's something, a lot of people can be in the situation, where they are employed and they have their own business they're working in addition. And then if you're perfectly happy that way, be happy. Because I think that's the biggest key that people have to talk about or they need to think about when they're looking at everything is be happy. If you're happier in the 9-to-5, do the 9-to-5. If you're happier, Teltech.com. Okay. I don't remember. I'll check it out. But if you're happier, doing your own thing and grinding and just doing what you're passionate about, then do that. Because it's way more important and you're going to be way more successful doing what makes you happy. And I think so. Anyway, to wrap all this up before I ramble too much, I really think the key is trying to be self-aware and be able to look at yourself introspectively and say, okay, this is what I'm doing. And am I enjoying the grind? Am I enjoying what I do enough when I'm self-employed, when I work for my own business, to carry all the responsibility, to put in all the work, to do all the grind, to do all the extra, to take all the crap that comes with being the business owner, to take all the crap that comes with being the employee as well, because you're everything when you're on your own. And if you don't feel like that's you, that you're not the person that's for that, there's nothing wrong with that. And I think entrepreneurship gets glamorized to the point where everyone feels like they have to start their own business, otherwise they're not successful or they're looked down upon. And it's just not. If that's not you and you're not the one who wants to be that alpha dog, the one who's just grinding and chasing and working and doing all that, then you don't have to. Be someone's killer number 2 or number 3. Be that right-hand man to somebody and you can make a heck of a lot of money and you can be super happy because now you're in a position or in a job that fits you, that fits the levels of a responsibility that you want, that fits the... Yeah, like Jason said, it's always good to be a good number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It really comes down to, again, Jason, you hit it on the head there. It comes down to being self-aware. It doesn't matter what position you're in. Be self-aware, be happy. If you're happy, that's the key. If you're not happy and you're an employee, figure out why. If it's because you want ownership of something, you want to be able to embrace it and follow your passion, then start this, like what Jason's talking about. Have a business outside of your employment that you run and you go to grow And when that business reaches a spot where either you want to or you feel comfortable, either or, then leave your normal employment and go do just that business. I've known plenty of people who have done it both ways. I know plenty of people who have gone and said, okay, look, I'm happy working where I'm at. My job is like, I'm comfortable with my job. I heard somebody say this the other day, 3 out of 5 days, I'm happy with my job and I like the people. The other 2 days, I'm kind of, I'm not sure. Yeah, that you hit right on the head, Tristan. Some people are. They're just scared to make that move. And some people are more comfortable working for something else. And the key is there's nothing wrong with that. What's important is to be self-aware and figure out which one you are. When you know which one you are, that's when you're going to be your happiness. And I think that's the thing that really I wanted to get into this video about, is people being self-aware and not feeling like, yeah, Jason, shoot me a PM, man. We'll do lunch. But I want people to get into being self-aware and not being caught up in doing something to please people that honestly, half the time you don't care about anyway. Hey, Sean. Yeah, we'll have to connect, man. I haven't talked in a long time. But definitely, it's really about being able to look yourself, in my opinion, look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, look, this is what makes me happy. Block out all the noise. Don't listen to anybody else. Do what makes you happy. And I think that's the biggest key. If you're happy doing a 9 to 5, being able to check out, go home, be a family person, do that. If you're happy and you enjoy the grind, you enjoy the process of pursuing a passion and a business that's in your passion, then do that. I think we get too caught up as well on focusing on the numbers and the income and the revenue that comes with it. And the bottom line is it's not always about the money. I mean, I posted something the other day on social media. I asked people, I said, would you rather make $50K and not have everything you want, but be super freaking happy? And I sure know I would. Or would you rather make $150,000 and just be miserable? But you get everything you want, but you're just miserable. You hate your job, you hate what you do, you hate the other people you work with. I know me personally, I'll take being happy all day long and twice on Sunday over being in a place where I'm miserable and I'm pissed off and upset, because it's going to affect me. It's going to affect my wife. It's going to affect me as a husband, as a father. It's going to affect my relationship with the Lord. It's going to affect every aspect of my life if I'm not happy where I'm at. So I'm going to get off here. But if you got any questions, feel free to post them here. If you're catching this live, obviously I appreciate all the time. Make sure to hit #live. Anybody watching in the replay, hit me with a #replay so I know you saw it in the replay. Love you guys. Have a good night. Bye. I really hope you enjoyed and got a lot of value in this video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below. I'm going to be answering all the comments myself. And also, come find me on your favorite social media platform and tell me what else I can help you with.